guys, welcome back to my new video of my channel Haste Haste Padhna Education channel, and this is the part of the physics with the chapter name is physical quantities and measurement. This is the third part of the chapter. The first two parts of this chapter will be uploaded to you in the description box. Please go to the description box and click on the link which is uploaded there. You will find the videos, you will find the link of my channel, click on it and you will find all the videos uploaded on my channel which are of maths as well as chemistry and physics also. So let's start. Please like, subscribe and share my channel Haste Haste Padhna Education channel. बिकॉज यार आप लोग कहीं में से सब्सक्राइब तो कर व्यूज तो दे देते हैं लेकिन सब्सक्राइब नहीं करते हैं. प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए. इसमें आपका कुछ नहीं जाता है लेकिन मेरे सब्सक्राइबर्स बढ़ जाते हैं. इसको सब्सक्राइब करने से आपको कई सारे बेनिफिट्स होंगे, जैसे यू विल फाइंड मैनी वीडियोज ऑन फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री एज वेल एज मैथ्स. I put the videos of these three topics. I put the videos every day and there are many parts of each video. Please go and watch it. You will have very much benefit from this lockdown. So let's start. The topic of ours today is measuring volume of irregular solids. So first we will read the definition. Irregular solids such as stone, screw or metal key do not have easily measurable dimensions, and thus it is not possible to measure its volume of such solids by a formula. So we can indirectly find the volume of these solids with the measuring cylinder. The activity will prove it. See, I have this whole activity which will prove it that the things I am telling you is right. This is an authentic activity and you must see it. Please watch the video till end so that you can understand it better. This is an activity or example which will show you that irregular solids can be measured. So indirectly, because we cannot find the volume of irregular solids by formula na. So we'll start the activity. Aim to measure the volume of irregularly shaped stone. See, here it is that irregular solids means the solids which are irregular in shape, means the solids which don't have regular shape. What are regular shapes? Regular shapes are the shapes like square or rectangle or circle or triangle, means the shape which can be measured. And irregular shapes are the shapes which cannot be measured, means there is no type that we measure that all the sides are equal or two sides are equal or one side is equal and the other side is somewhat equal to the second side. There is no formula by which we can measure the irregular solids, because suppose you have a metal key of one kind of one lock has different shape and metal key of other lock has different shape. So it is very difficult to find it is impossible to find the volume of these irregular solids like stone, metal key, screw with the help of formula. So we can indirectly, means not directly, means if it is written that if it is said that you have to find the volume of these figures, so what you can do, you can indirectly, means not directly we can find by formula, but indirectly by any other means. So any other means contain that measuring cylinder, means you have seen in the chemistry laboratory that a beaker is kept. A beaker is there that of glass and on its wall some markings are there. That is called a measuring cylinder or a measuring beaker. So that can be used to measure the volume of these solid irregular solids. So I have told you this whole the definition, then we'll read the activity and then I'll understand it and then I'll also prove it that it is correct activity. Aim to measure the volume of an irregularly shaped stone. What is the aim? What we have to find? What we have to prove? We have to prove that we can measure the volume of irregular shaped stone. Means it is, some people say na that it is impossible. So it is not impossible. It is possible, but not by direct means, by indirect means. So let's see what are the material required to do so. This is a simple activity. You can also do it at home if you have a measuring cylinder, or if you don't have a measuring cylinder, many will have a measuring cans which are of 5 liter or 500 ml, means half liter or 1 liter. Some also have 2 liters, some have 2.5 liter. So there are also markings. You can see the marking. If it is transparent, it will be better because you will be better able to find the marking. You can also mark it with the scales, like you have a glass, means कांच का glass. So you can say that you have a scale. So there I have told you now what is the measure of a ml. The measure of ml is 1 ml is 1 ml is 1 centimeter cube. This is the rule, that 1 ml is 1 centimeter cube. So 1 centimeter cube means 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter. So 1 centimeter ka 1 cube is 1. So 1 centimeter cube will also be 1. So 1 centimeter will be 1 ml, and second ml will be like by multiplying it. Suppose 2 ml is 2 centimeter cube. So 2 into 2 into 2. What is the cube of 2? 2 into 2, 4, and 4 into 2, 8. So the cube of this 2 ml is, the cube of 2 is 8. So 2 ml is 8 centimeter. So you can you have a scale. You have a scale in your home, in the stationery box. So make it out and do this and mark the labelings on a glass which is transparent. Now you will put the water in it, and you require just a measuring cylinder, which I have told you how to make it. You need water, a string, means a rope, not a rope, thin rope, dhaga, and a small stone. Then we will move to procedure. What procedure is there to do so? Means till now I have told you what is the aim and what is the material required. Then we will understand how to do it. So procedure is: pour some water in the measuring cylinder and read its level from the scale marked on the wall of the cylinder. Now tie the string around the stone and lower it into the cylinder without touching its wall until it is completely immersed in the water. The level of water in the cylinder rises as the stone is immersed in it. Read the level of water again. So what does the procedure or show to us? I'll explain you. See, I've told you how to make the measuring cylinder. Then what to do in a measuring cylinder? You pour some water, like pour the half of the cylinder, measuring cylinder, with water. When you do so, you will see that half means, suppose you have a beaker of, suppose 10 ml say, 10 ml say. So in 10 ml you fill 4 to 5 ml of water. Then you need a very tiny stone, very tiny. First you will read the level of water, like you fill half of the container, means half of the cylinder with it. Then read it. It is 4 or 4.5 or 5. Means I have told you 4, 5. So it can also be 5, 6. It can also be 7, 8. It depends on the size of the beaker, size of the cylinder you are taking. what to do? Then tie the string, the dhaga on the stone, the very tiny stone I have told you na, very tiny stone you have to tie it. After tying the stone with that string, you have to lower it, means you have to put it into the water, you have to pour it into the water until, means you have to pour it completely in the water. No side of the stone should be above the water, and we have to also keep in mind that the stone does not touch any end, means not the walls, also not the bottom of the beaker. It is just in the middle, not touching its wall as well as bottom. Then the level of water will rise, obviously, because something is kept in it. Suppose you always do this, that you have a bucket in your bathroom. When you pour your hand in it, the level of water rises. This is how, when we will keep the stone in the water, the level of water will rise. Now again read the level of water. It will be at the rate of the stone. Suppose you have kept the stone of 2 ml, not 2 ml, suppose 2 centimeter cube volume stone is, so you will be so this is how the ml will increase. Suppose 2 ml will increase if I am not calculating it, I am just telling as the example to only explain you that you have kept a stone and the volume of the stone has become, the level of water has increased 2 ml, so the volume of stone will be 2 centimeter cube, because I have told you the rule in the starting of the video only, that 1 ml is equal to 1 centimeter cube, and I am also telling other rule that 1 liter is 1 meter cube. So this is clear that I have told you the rule. So here, suppose the level of water when we will pour the stone in it rises 2 ml. So what was the initial reading? Then I have explained you this, that the level of water will rise when we will keep the stone in it. Now we have to count how much. Suppose 2 ml has increased, so we have to count that before it was 4 ml and now it is 6 ml. Then what we have to do? Then observation, what we saw in the activity. We saw that I'll read it. Initial reading of water level 80 ml, say, means suppose. Final reading of water 130 ml, say, means suppose. Hence volume of stone is 130 minus 80 ml equal to 50 ml. So what is the observation, say? Initial reading means the reading which was there before we poured the stone into the water. Then final reading means after we have poured the stone in the water, what is the reading? So suppose it is not clear that all the beakers will have the same volume, same ml that I am saying. Suppose we say that 80 ml was the point at which the water was there when no stone was poured in it, and the final reading means when the stone has been poured in it, it is 130 ml. So to find the volume of stone, we will minus the initial reading, means the reading of water which was before the stone was poured into it, and by which we will minus or subtract by the final reading of water, which is 130. Not, I have only told you because I want to explain, it is not the right reading. There are different reading in all, so you can say. And when we'll minus when we'll subtract the initial reading from the final reading, the volume of the stone will come. Here I have took the initial reading as 80 ml and final reading as 130 ml. So the volume of stone will be 50 ml. What the conclusion we found? We found that what we understood from this activity. We understood that the volume of an irregular solid can be measured with the help of a measuring cylinder. Means we can measure not the volume of irregular shape solids not by any formula but indirectly by a measuring cylinder, means the beaker I have told you na. Then density I'll explain you tomorrow. Till then, this is the end of the third part. So before ending, I would also give you a very important information. My dear friends, do you know that India is facing war condition at the LAC? Before the border, the things are coming very bad. If any problem will occur, then we will fight and win to the condition that will form. Means if China will attack on it, we promise today in this video, we promise to ourselves that we will not be back from China. We will be there, stand there and fight with China and win the war. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, bye bye.